everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone had a wonderful week. I thought I would do something a little bit different or somewhat different, and I would like to do a look that is primarily from Kat Von D products. By the way, if you're new, I am Victoria and I welcome and I hope you enjoy this video and this channel. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is conceal and correct, and I will be using now I don't have any Kat Von D color corrector. I'm going to be using for that the Urban Decay Naked Skin right here, and I am using, since I have fair skin, I am using it in peach. And if you want to see my video about concealing and correcting, I do have one. And I'm pretty much going to do the same thing I did in that with a couple of changes, and I'll let you know what those are as I do them. The lighting situation I have here has gotten better. I have been playing with lighting a little bit and adjusting it, so I'm hoping that it's getting a little bit better. Okay, and I have a big vein, just to remind you, I have a blue vein right here that's kind of not something I like to see, so I also put color corrector there. Okay, and just to remind you what color corrector does is it neutralizes the color. It makes it basically go away so that the concealer doesn't have to work quite as hard. So it takes a lot of the hard work out of it. And I'm using my finger. In my video, I use a brush, but I find that the ring finger works better for this, and I know that's an old trick. A lot of people use their ring finger because it is the weakest finger. It has the fewest tendons in it, even fewer than the pinky. So I'm going to be doing that. And for concealer, I'm going to be using Kat Von D's Lock-It Concealer here. And I'm using Neutral L5 concealer brush, and do this just like I do in the video. And this stuff you can see my concealer video for that. Conceal and correct video for that. So I have a concealer and possibly another one. I'll have to try it. Used it in a while because I rotate between concealers because I'm kind of a concealer junkie. What I do is when I have a breakout is use that concealer to spot treat blemishes. Okay, so let me double check in my mirror. Okay, now it's bright, and I'm just going to put some concealer on my eyelids because it can't hurt. Just to kind of spread it out a little bit and blend it a little. Okay. Now, Kat Von D does have a Lock-It brightening powder for under the eyes, but I don't have it yet, so I'm using my Laura Mercier, what is it called? Secret brightening powder, specifically for under the eyes. Now, one thing I am doing different with this brush, it is in my video, you know, I'm still doing this, but I wet the brush because I want to see if that'll affect the creasing. Okay, so I'm still doing this around my eyes. Okay, I'm using my Laura Mercier powder, like I said. I want to get the Kat Von D Lock-It powder because it's vegan after I run out of the Laura Mercier powder. Oh, and I also have already curled my eyelashes. I forgot to tell you. I did do that too. Okay, so, and you know, another thing I forgot in this step was to put my eye cream on. Oh well. For priming my lids, I'm using Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I don't have the Kat Von D one. I did buy some Smashbox primer for when this bottle and my other bottle of Shadow Insurance by Too Faced run out. because I have really oily eyelids and Smashbox is supposed to be good for that, so I will let you know when I try that. I'm going to be working today out of Kat Von D's Metal Crush eyeshadows. I have Thunderstruck and Static Age, which is a silver glitter, and Paranoid, which is this cool blue glitter. Okay. And if I need anything else, I'm going to go back to Kat's Divine Collection palette and work from here. I think the first thing we want to do is, for an all over lid shade, go to the Divine palette, collection palette, and go into Female Trouble here, this white, and just, yeah, make that my all over shade. Now what I think I'm going to do is take this Paranoid color and do a third of the lid here in this with that. And I think today I want to take a more rounded shape, more 20s vibe, or 20s inspired vibe. And in the middle, I'm going to take Thunderstruck, put that in the middle. This color, this Thunderstruck, is kind of a pearl color, but it's not really white, but it's kind of a creamy pearl. I don't really know what else to call it. I think it would be a good brow bone shade too, like a highlighter. There we go. What I was going to say earlier, sometimes I use the same brush instead of having to go back in and blend and blend and blend and blend and blend and blend. It didn't work this time because it got a little bit, because that blue was a little too intense, because as you can see there's still some blue right here. But c'est la vie. But it does work on other colors and turns out pretty well usually. It gives it less of that liney appearance, that, you know, really divided appearance. It looks, you know, just naturally well blended. And then on the other side, I'm going to do this. It's called Static Age. See, now we can cover that up a little bit. And actually, it's turning out really, really pretty. Doing a little bit of a 20s inspired due to the shape, doing a rounded shape instead of, you know, the V shape here. I'm gonna just take this blank brush and shape it the way that I want it. It's a blank, you know, eye pencil brush, and just kind of put this shape the way that I want it to be. And then, you know, just kind of go back over this. I know this is a big brush, but I want to just kind of go around and make sure there's not any major, using my finger just to make sure there's not any major errors here. Okay, and then I'm going to take this packing It's also use this as a packing brush too, and go back and pack on colors again. You know, just to make sure that they're packed on the way I want them to be. See? All right, so I got this eye going the way I want it. It's that kind of rounded shape here, and I think I'm going to use Babs here for maybe for a highlighting color. And we'll see how that works for this with the rest of this look. I think it'll work. And then under the eye, we'll just stick with Paranoid here, this metallic blue, since the eye's kind of wanting to do that anyway. At least this is what it's wanting to do. It's kind of hinting at it. For eyeliner, I'm going to be using Kat Von D's Tattoo Liner. And for those of you who are new or who have not seen this video about winged eyeliner, what I do is I start in the middle and then I work inward, and then I take a break if I need to, because I have twitchy eyelids. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to take her, this one was in Trooper Black, and I'm going to take her Tattoo ink liner in Neruda and do the wing. So I'm putting out my wing. I'm going to trace this with the Trooper liner. Very, very carefully am I doing this. And if I need to, I can go back in and clean that up. What I'll do is I'll clean this up off camera. I'm going to do the other eye and mascara for this one off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay everyone, I am back, and this is the complete eye look. Here it is with my eyes closed. As you can see, I went and changed and fixed some things. I took off the highlighting shade because I wanted this to be a round shape. I wanted to do the winged eyeliner. So I did the winged eyeliner in Tattoo Liner Trooper shade. And then I went back in and did the inner corner and extended them in her Kat Von D's ink liner, Neruda, as I was saying earlier. Mascara is Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Now for lips, I am going to be in by the way, I would have used a Kat Von D mascara if she had one, but she doesn't have one yet. Now, for lipstick, I'm going to be using Poe. Here we go. That's really pretty. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and share. And if you want to see future videos, please subscribe and click the bell so you're notified every time I post a video. If you have any other ideas for me, let me know. If you are following my Instagram and you want to see how I did any of those looks, I'm happy to do a video about those. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next week. Bye.